Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of a Corporate Gamer Broadcast. Alright, let's get set up here. Happy Friday's Eve. Alright.
We were close to D6 now. It was hard to believe we were close to D6 now. It was hard to believe that we'd found the legendary command center. But was it worth so many lives? Soon, we would know the answer.
Alright.
Careful, damn it! 20 years without maintenance is too much even for Soviet military structures. Everyone watch your step, especially you, Artyom. It's pretty clear. The control room should be there. Now let's check it out. Foreman, Vladimir, stay here and cover our asses. I know what's coming, Artyom. Come with me. Oh, sir, yes, sir.
I don't know if it's because he's wearing a mask. I'm gonna run out of fucking... Is it me or the sound sounds off? Where am I going?
I imagined everything just as it is. Descending by these objects. They said itself. I wouldn't know by that.
I don't know if it's because he has a mask now that he sounds this bad.
It says here on the top there's an air filtering system for emergencies. These systems were built, so there's a good chance it still works. What's up? Nothing good, Billy. We gave these machines too much credit. All these mechanisms had to be fixed by hand. Artyom, there's an auxiliary startup system. Go upstairs to that ledge. I'll tell you what to do when you get there.
Okay. So let's go.
Artyom! There should be 4 starter motors over there! Find them! To start this shit up, you need to open all the doors! Press the button on my map! Second button! First button!
Come on. There's something wrong with the... I don't know what it is. The sound sounded off. I'm gonna see if...
Artyom! There should be 4 starter motors over there! Find them! To start this shit up, you need to open all the covers first! Press the button on my map! First button!
Okay, so the sound on the speaker is fine. I think it's because I'm wearing my mask.
We were close to D6 now. We were close to D6 now. It was hard to believe that we'd found the legendary command center. But was it worth so many lives? Soon, we would know the answer.
Artyom! There should be 4 starter motors over there!
That sounds better.
To start this shit up, you need to open all the covers first! Press the button on my map! Second button!
Okay.
First button!
That's on the same order.
Okay, fourth button! Good, let's move on! Third button! As we go!
All right, soldiers, get on the platform. We'll try to start it up.
Alright.
Go on! Start it up!
Not a chance.
Try again!
How hopeless.
Shit! Yeah, cool! Just like in old Hollywood movies about Soviet Union.
Hey, Colonel, what's up? We almost fell off.
All good! Artyom, let's move out. Enough playing with the equipment.
Okay. Come on. Anything here worth a hoot? I'm not using any of the money. Okay.
Go! Thank God we don't have to go all the way down. No, something feels very wrong in there.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Ullman, go left. Professor to the right. Artyom, cover me. If the plans are correct, we need to go there. But how can we open this gate, huh? Any ideas? Artyom?
I don't know. Okay.
What if...
All right. There's nothing here. Nothing here.
Опа! Ullman, let's go! Now quiet. Come on.
Okay.
Hold the door. Vladimir, that's your field. What do you need?
Let me think. Instruction A124, page 3. Panel DS22. All right. There it is.
Superb memory, Vladimir. I always said the army was a worthwhile institution.
All the training finally paid off. It's working. Now that's hardware.
Excellent.
First, died. Second, destroyed.
Alright, so I missed the first note. Second note is, I still find it hard to believe that all of this was built by humans, not giants from the ancient fairy tales. And it's not just me. Even the larger-than-life, ever-jovial Ullman noticeably shrunk when he considered the sheer size of this place. What was this complex supposed to be? What was it built for? Where did its personnel go? And why hasn't anyone in the metro ever heard of it? A carpet of spent cartridges on the floor. One would think a fierce battle took place here. But there are no bodies or bones. What could have transpired here? By the way, I'd like to say thank you to Overrider, Wasteland Ruckus, Psychosis, Angry Gorilla, and Mr. Garf 1988 for the hosts. Greatly appreciated.
Wait. Third, fourth, fifth, eighth. Sand.
Ёлки-палки, that's just killing me.
Here's one. Now I'll get all the info.
What the hell? That happened?
Battery backup depleted.
What about manpower?
Well, it looks like the reactor is deactivated. We won't be able to start it from here. We need to start the reactor manually at the lowest level. From the schematic, it's not that difficult. Almost everything is automated.
Hey, stop laughing. How do we go down?
Well, there's a lift just one level. Everything.
Come on.
Other choice. Do it. Look, stay here and watch the readings. We'll be fast. Artyom, Ullman, follow me.
Черт возьми!
Shit. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Here come the sons of the apocalypse. Ullman, change of plans. You stay with Vladimir and defend this position. If anything happens, I will send Artyom. Good luck to us all.
Черт побери.
Not scary whatsoever.
The place. It's disgusting.
Well then.
Черт. The lift is over there, but the door is locked. Okay, we'll have to go around. Advance carefully. We'll cover each other. Baby, you bitches.
Come on.
Come on! I'm here!
Come on.
Давай, who wants some? Come on.
Come on. Move, you fucking. God damn it. Alright.
Okay, this is the lift. I hope it still works.
People of Metro, we have awaited your arrival. We are those who are called the Invisible Watchers. Your time has come, and now you will feel our wrath.
Ullman, stop screwing around. Colonel, I have activated the loudspeaker. I have the signal from the lift switchboard on my console. I'll switch it on. That's right.
Invisible watchers. How can you believe
Alright.
in that crap after all this?
Colonel, go to the reactor hull. There will be a main reactor in the center, left of the control room. A lift goes down to the ground floor, where you will have to take the stairs up. Activate the switchboard by the means of the large lever. I will tell you what to do next.
Oh my god. What the fuck? What do we do now, huh? Vladimir, if only you could see that. Okay, get ready, Artyom. It's going to be hot. This shit on the floor is toxic for sure, and all the gas. We won't last long here. How about that? Huh? How can you do it?
Looks like we have to go this way.
Great! Let's find the walls red!
Where are we going? The thing says we have to go that way.
I've been places and I've seen my share of shit, but this, Willie, is in a league of its own.
Sure.
Here's the staircase.
Nice.
I won't lie to you. I'm afraid now.
Good for you. I'm just worried I'm gonna fucking lose fucking air in this fucking place.
Let's head into the bunker. This sight just makes me sick. Okay, where's the lever?
Well, at least I got that.
Colonel, the system is automated. Just enter the command.
Sure. Easier said than done. Never thought I'd be in such a mess. Okay. Reactor starter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks simple. They built it so even a fool could use it. Just pray to God it works.
Colonel, it's all good. She's at 1/4 power. We need a full charge. Keep it going.
It's short, подери. Oh well, we won't do any better than that. Let's go. Second. Sure, Mario, what the hell was that? Now this shit is fighting back. This gets worse.
Alien puke, that's what it was. Alien puke. I'll guarantee.
Так. Manual activation system, hydraulics, shit. Artyom, you won't believe what you have to do now. Can you see the crane on the ceiling? Get to the cabin. It's a backup activation system with a capture mechanism which will help us lift the rods. Try to get there while I distract our friend. Okay, let's move. It's now or never!
Okay. What the hell? Okay. That was a little weird.
Contact zone reached. Contact.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Contact zone reached.
Yeah. What do I have to? What do I have to do?
Contact zone reached.
No, I have to do something here.
Contact zone reached. Attention. Road removal in progress.
Wow, okay. I guess I might as well go to this one. Ah, boy. This is not as evident as you would think it would be.
Contact zone reached. Attention. Road removal in progress.
3/4, just a little bit more.
I'm probably gonna have to do this again.
Contact zone reached. Attention. Road removal in progress.
100%.
Okay. I guess I didn't make it. That sucks. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah, so I know know what I did wrong.
Contact zone reached. Attention, road removal in progress.
Okay.
Contact zone reached. Attention.
Hopefully I don't die.
Progress.
3/4, just a little bit more.
Although I'm not on fire, so I should be good.
Contact zone reached. Attention, road removal in progress.
100%. Give me a minute.
Oh. Let's go to that corner. Sure. Is that it? Wow. I'm supposed to go that way. I guess. Alright, let's go back.
Shit, man. Too bad we have lost the lift. Well, thank God that in the past everything was built in piers. We should go this way for now. We'll come back here later and finish what we started. Just need to prepare better. Let's deal with your Dark Ones first.
I have no fucking ammo, you know that? Like... New note, note number 4. I even missed number 3. That's great. Once again, we're going to the surface, and this time we come prepared. Okay. The hosting seems to be a little bit off, but anyways. Once again, we're going to the surface, and this time we come prepared. Ullman's joking about our strides making the earth tremble, but I actually feel it tremble. After all we had come through, nothing and nobody will stop us. The enemy is going down, turned into dust and ashes, the way we also treated our enemies. One thing eludes me. Why don't the Dark Ones try to stop us? Are we coming straight into their ambush? The weird premonitions still pestering. We are becoming even more sinister.
Hey, Shuster. This lift will get you straight to the station. We have everything working and under control. Though I don't know for how long. Come back to the study point. Ulno will be waiting there for you with a gift.
I would like to buy some
Look at them.
shotgun shells.
Our future. How much power is here. With all of this, we'll rule the earth once more. We won't have to live like rats. Yes, with sword and fire, we'll win back the sky and the sun. We'll climb out of the dirt. Rebuild the cities. The metro tunnels will once again be filled with fast silver trains. Everything will be... everything.
Alright.
So tell me, Colonel, is it easy to be Superman?
Hell with your jokes. You should see what lives down there. Okay. Let's keep it together. Artyom and I will go to Ostankino to correct the aim. You stay here and defend Vladimir. Won't get some chances of making it, but try to reach your people and ask for backup near the tower. I'll be in contact. Orders clear? Good. Artyom, let's go.
Good luck, guys.
Anything else that I can pick up? Nope. Nope. Alright. We're heading out.
Same old story, huh? You save the world while sitting waist deep in shit and nobody gives a damn.
Indeed, nobody gives a damn.
Miller and I left the train.
Chapter 7.
The tunnel to the Korolev Performance Hall. We were close to Ostankino Tower now. In the frozen streets, we joined the other Rangers in the furious battle that began my story.
So this is the last chapter of the game. Let's see how...
Glad to see you, Colonel. Did you hear that? Listen. What the hell is it? Form a circle!
And sing Kumbaya.
Stay calm.
This is not gonna end well. And
Demons!
what the fuck's happening to me? Why can't I control my fucking mute? Okay. Okay.
Artyom! Are you okay?
For now.
The order is dispersed. That's our only chance to reach the tower. Follow me, Artyom. Don't stop for a second. To the left! To the left! Artyom! Here!
Okay.
Artyom!
Down here quickly.
Thank you.
Come on, let's get out of here! Go!
Okay, so far so good.
All right, go, 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 go!
I'm gonna run out of fucking bullets. Don't like this. I don't like this.
Let's go! Come on, let's do it!
Okay, let's pick up some stuff.
Take a look at that rope. Almost there!
Can't pick this up. Fuck, there's no ammo. Fuck. Why is everything fucking... Yes! It's not much, but it's something.
Invisible. Everything.
Alright.
Shit.
Okay.
Артем, take a look at that room. Almost there. That would be one hell of a story. We are invisible, and we taste like shit.
Okay.
All right, go, 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 go! Now quiet. Come on. Let's go find a way to get left. This way.
Okay.
Right to the top. You're an eternal optimist, Miller. Easier said than done.
Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. Climb on top of the elevator. We will try to unlock the counterweight stopper. Come on!
Okay.
Come on, sugar! Come on! Voila! Join the army, they said. It will be fun. Brace yourself. It's gonna get a bit rough.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be.
Shit! Look out, Tom! Fantastic!
Is it? 'Cause I don't know if I'm alive.
The tower. The target's covered with high clouds. We're going higher. Over. Alright, Artyom. Now we need a way to get you up here. Vamos!
Okay, well that's nice.
The tower. The target's covered with high clouds. We're going higher. Over. Alright,
Alright, note number 1. One labored step after another, we're rising up to the tower. We come from an underground and we're storming the heavens, lead clouds, lead clouds all around like impenetrable walls. The steps are badly decayed and crumble beneath our feet. The wind seems to be strong enough to peel our skins off our bones. We aren't welcome in the heavens. Our place is down there.
Artyom, now we need a way to get you up here. Vamos! Hey!
Sure.
It's gone! Try looking for a way, Artyom!
I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Get you fucking... Shit,
Where am I going? I have to go that way. Alright. Come on. Fuck. Hey, Coin Up, how's it going? Cool. Well, have fun. I'm at the last leg of Metro 2033, so I'm hoping to be able to finish it tonight. Come on.
On your back, Artyom! There is a staircase nearby. Come upstairs.
Well done.
Okay, made it this way.
We just fended some demons off. Still going up. Ah! Come in, Miller. Miller.
Shoot, Artyom!
Artyom, Miller, come in.
Shoot!
I don't know what the fuck is happening. I have no clue what just happened. And why did Twitch just tell me that I exited host mode? Like, I don't know. I wasn't hosting anybody. But okay.
Well done.
Come in, Norman.
You
We
just
just
fended
fended some demons off. Still going up. Ah! Come in, Miller. Miller.
Shoot, Artyom!
Artyom, Miller, come in.
Shoot!
I died. I don't know how I died. I do not know how I died.
Well done.
Come in, Norman.
You
We
just
just
fended
fended some demons
demons
off.
off.
Still going up. Ah! Come in, Miller. Miller.
Shoot, Artyom!
Artyom, Miller, come in.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Come on, Norman. I've been wounded. You keep in touch with Artyom.
Roger that, Colonel. Over.
The laser won't do us any good here, Artyom. The clouds are way too thick. You've got to climb as high as you can and set the guidance system up. Move, boy, move! Everything depends on you now.
Sure. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get there, but okay. This is where I came from. Nope, I need to go this way. Apparently, I need to go this way. Anything here worth a hoot? Nope. I'm sure I'm gonna get attacked at one point. Just to be expected. Guess I have to go up there. Maybe not. Fuck. Okay.
Don't waste any more time, go!
I know, I'm trying, you fucking doofus. How the fuck are you supposed to... Okay. Well, that was a close call. At least I think it is. Why do I have that gun? I have nothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Always useful. Breathing apparatuses. Air.
He's here. He's here.
Apparently.
He brings death. He's coming to destroy us.
Am I really coming to destroy you? Which way? I have to go that way. Guess I have to go as high as possible, which is what I'm doing right now. No! No! Okay. Let's try this again. At least I didn't fall all the way to my death. That's a positive, isn't it? Why am I falling in the fucking... What the fuck is happening? Okay. I'm going up. Here. I'm going up here. Okay. Okay. I don't even know where I'm fucking going. I think I'm going in circles. Oh, I'm supposed to be going there now. Oh. Ah. Okay. Well then. So I have to go this way. I don't know. Oh. That's how.
Stop him. Destroy him.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Come in, Artyom. Come in.
Don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go there. Oh.
Artyom, this signal is just perfect. Hold on for just one more minute and we'll get them.
You will be stopped. He cannot be allowed. We'll destroy him.
What is happening? is trippy shit.
He cannot be allowed. You will be stopped.
Okay. Will I be stopped now? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I literally do not know what I'm doing.
He cannot be allowed.
Sure.
Destroy him.
Turning in circles here. Sure.
Stop him. He cannot be allowed. Destroy him. He's coming to destroy us.
I have no clue what I just did. Am I alive? Am I dead? No such. Don't have anything to base myself on. I'm just running, hoping for the best.
Destroy him. He's coming to destroy us. Destroy.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
He cannot be allowed.
Sure, I can't be allowed. I don't know to do what, but I can't be allowed.
Surrender.
I don't know what I'm surrendering to.
He cannot be allowed.
Okay, that's not it.
Surrender.
Okay.
He cannot be allowed. Destroy him.
I don't know if I'm...
Stop him.
What happens if I go through?
He cannot be stopped.
Am I gonna die? And I'm gonna die. Okay. At least I know what happens. Ah, boy.
Destroy him.
So I guess I have to run away from him.
Surrender. Stop him.
Oh.
If it's
Okay.
hostile, you kill it.
Surrender. Stop him. Destroy
I don't know why it's super slow. Okay. This seems very weird.
Common procedure complete.
Rare achievement.
Missiles are in flight.
Alright. Become a true ranger. It's actually, apparently there's multiple endings to this. I just don't know which one's which. Although I'm assuming this is the one where we destroy the Dark Ones. Which apparently is the...
A wise man once said, "He who leads a war for the love of his fellow men will defeat his enemies." I led my war protecting my family and friends, protecting my home, the Metro. We had won. But to this day, I wonder, when we burned the Dark Ones from the face of the earth, was something lost as well?
Ooh. Alright, so I think I finished the game. It's a nice shot though. Alright, finished the game. Yes, another game in the bag. Metro 2033. I could actually write the review for this. But to give you my thoughts on this game as I played it, it's a bit of a... Thanks, Integer. I'm surprised you actually watch this, because usually you don't watch these kinds of games, because you like to play them. The game is a bit of a mixed bag for me. I know everybody raves about it, but there's things that it does really, really well, and there's things that it does that could be improved. Now, I'm sure that obviously this came out quite a while back, so I'm assuming Last Stand, I think that's the next one, fixes a lot of the issues, but it's yeah, it's a weird game. The storyline is pretty good. And if I would have played this game back in the day without knowing there would be a Last Stand or an Exodus, I'd be left on my appetite, because you don't really know anything about the Dark Ones, really, except with what you read and throughout the game. Yeah. Alright, so let's get out of here. Okay. So, in terms of the game, the storyline is pretty good. There's a lot of mystery, a lot of things. It's very linear, for sure. Exploration is down to a minimum. It's a lot more linear than a lot of other games. And I mentioned this in a previous stream. At the beginning of this game, when I started playing Metro 2033, somebody came in and told me that this was kind of the Fallout game that everybody wanted, or I don't remember if it was on the stream or it was on one of the social media posts that I did, but they basically said it was the Fallout game that people deserved, something along those lines. And I can see where that came from. Yeah, so let me start with the story, and then we'll go with the gameplay. So in terms of the story, um, it's a very linear story. So you start at point A, you end up at point B. There's a few places where I think playing it again I would benefit from it, because there's a lot of things that I missed because I was scared to miss air or something along those lines, and at the end I would have had plenty of air. I would have had plenty of time to actually navigate. So I'm a bit sad that I wasn't able to get as many notes as I wanted to. But it is a standard straight linear game, first person shooter. You start a mission at point A, your goal is to get to point B, and this is how you do it, and with jump scares. It's very reminiscent of Dead Space, especially the first one, where you're in a confined space, and here, in most of the cases, you're in a metro or a subway, and in Dead Space, you're on a ship, but the idea is the same. You have hallways that are short, small. You get to shoot them with various weapons. Obviously, in Dead Space, it's more futuristic. In this case, it's a very, it's more traditional weapons. There are futuristic weapons, like it's really cool. Um, you know, it's hard to actually know which guns are good and which ones are not. You can upgrade here or there, but there's not really an idea of, oh, this gun is really much better. It's really like you have to try it, which is kind of a shame. It gives you a bit of information, but it's not. It's not as robust as some other games. Um, so that's in terms of the actual storyline. It's pretty good. It's well narrated. I like the voice acting. It was satisfying from that point of view. And if you're somebody that doesn't like to play those long drawn out games, and this was perfect game for me after I played The Witcher. The Witcher took me 110 hours to finish. This one took me, after tonight, it'll probably be around 12 to 15 hours. And that's about the average that it takes to play this game at normal difficulty. So I'm happy with why I played this game. I'm really, really happy I ended up playing it. In terms of the actual gameplay itself, I find that sometimes there's games where you have trouble getting through an area because it's hard to get through enemies. Or it's a known puzzle and you have to figure out what to do. Here it's weird because a lot of the times when I was stuck, it was the game itself didn't guide me in the proper way or didn't tell me what to do. And the best example of that is, I think, in chapter 2, when you're with Khan in the tunnel and he brings you through a few cards, it feels like a ghost thing where you see apparitions and stuff like that. Then you end up on a metro cart, and then you get to a point where normally until that point you're able to go through webs to actually push through. You're slower, it's sluggish, but you get through it, which is not the case here. You had to figure out that you have to use your lighter to burn the web so you can go forward. Now that alone, and I'm sure that you could see this in my previous streams. This was it took me a good 25 minutes, and I gave up for that night. And then I ended up going back and playing it on my own to figure out on my own what you had to do. Now, I purposefully didn't go online to see what the solution was, but it was something that I was stuck on for a good 45 minutes in all for no apparent reason. It didn't need to happen. There's a few places where even if you're guided where to go, it was kind of confusing. There's one part where you're going into, you have to navigate the basement of a metro or something. You have to go and, I forget if it was to collect something. Anyways, you get to a point, and the arrow was pointing towards a wall, but it's not through the wall you had to do. You had to go all around. There was no like map to really guide you, which is fine, which kind of fits in the mood of the, I understand why there was no map, but at the same time, it kind of, there was a lot more trial and error that needed to happen because of that. So, the parts that were actiony were really cool. I like the aliens. Another part that was confusing and wasn't straightforward was the library. And I was really scared to miss out on some oxygen at that point. There's a part where you have a chandelier. You have to shoot the chandelier for it to open the door. Like, that's the last thing I was thinking of doing. I didn't even think of doing that. Like, I ended up starting shooting stuff. I shot at doors and stuff like that. Like, it's a puzzle thing that it kind of made you, I guess it's their way of making you try to explore, but it took away from the experience for me because it was an artificial obstacle that didn't need to be there. If the obstacle for that area would have been, I have a ton of enemies and I have to build it, or there's a puzzle of trying to rewire something to open a door, that would have been fine for me. But the fact that it was this random thing that throughout the rest of the game you never have to do until that point, you never have to interact with the surroundings in terms of having to open a door or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like they put that in the game. It was misleading in a lot of times, and you're right, Integer. There was a lot of trial and there was a lot of error. And I don't think it benefited the game. Now, that's my take on it. Now, do I think it was a bad game? Not in the least. For the first game in a series, I think it did a lot of stuff well. Like Dead Space, I think it did a lot of stuff well. It is a short game, and I did appreciate it. I actually don't know if Last Stand or Exodus are roughly around the same time. I know that Dead Space got longer. The second one is longer than the first one, and the third one is really long. It's like double the time as the second one. So I'm really anxious to see, because I haven't, the way I'm playing these games is I'm not looking online for anything. I'm not, looking for spoilers or anything. I want to experience the games as they came out. So I've read up nothing on it. The only thing I know about 2033, and it's because I randomly got to it, is that there was supposed to be two endings to this one, depending on how the karma, I guess, or something, whatever goodwill you have towards some people and actions you make. But there's no way of knowing if you're being a good guy or a bad guy, or what gives you that karma. There's no idea of that. So I don't know if that's the case. Now, apparently, there's two endings in Metro 2033, but they didn't. There's only one ending that's really true, because that's the one that kind of continues the story in the Last Stand. And I think it's the blowing up of everything. So I got the proper ending in terms of the storyline. So that's good. So overall, I think it's a good game. The graphics were actually pretty good. I was pretty impressed. I know this is the Redux version, but I'm pretty impressed with the graphics. I don't know about how Last Stand looks right now, and I'm sure Exodus looks absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really anxious to play Exodus. But Last Stand, if Last Stand looks as good or better than Metro, we're going to be in good hands. And also another thing that resembles Fallout is the look and feel of the game. It's that rustic. It gets a little less random in terms of knowing your objective in Last Light, which I think is almost similar length also. Oh, cool. Look, I'm playing the series, so I'm playing them in order. So next time I stream a non-retro night, it'll be Metro Last Stand. So I'm hoping to play that. Once I'm done that, then I'm gonna play Exodus. And I really appreciate the fact that I was able to buy Metro Redux, Metro 2033 and The Last Stand Redux for really, really cheap. It was insanely cheap. It was like something like $5 or $10 each. Which I think for the money, what you get out of it, I do like the game in terms of its replay value. Not that you're going to play it that much different. It's linear. There's no 8,000 ways of playing it. But I would have appreciated of picking up every note. And I kind of know there's parts where I could have taken my time. So I really appreciate the fact that of 2033. I really do. And it is, if Fallout was in Russia and it's not open world, this is what it would be. And I'm happy for that. So as much as Fallout 76 left a really bad taste in my mouth, but another guy that follows me in terms of streaming is Engineering Gaming Nerd, and he loves Fallout 76. He got back to it. He didn't like it at the beginning. It was very buggy. He wasn't a big fan of it, or he liked it, but it could have been better. And he went back to play it, and it was really good. So that's really cool. Yeah. So I mean, Metro. I'm really happy that I'm able to finish this game, and I like I'm really happy that you're telling me it's about the same. Yeah. Sorry. Last Light. Sorry. I always say Last Stand. I don't know what it is. Yeah, true. Yeah, apparently they changed the mechanics a little bit for Exodus from what I saw. But that's fine. It's the evolution of a game, right? So it makes sense that they make tweaks to it. The buttons were a little bit weird to me. Maybe it's because I don't know. I'm used to newer games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins and games, or even Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. But I found the buttons a little bit weird, and I had the same experience with The Witcher. Games that were released a little bit further back, it's as if like we tweaked the controls as we were going along, and we finally figured out what a good control was, at least for the Xbox controller, which buttons do what. You can modify a little bit the scheme of the controller for Metro 2033, but for the most part, you can't, it's just like you take a schema 1, 2, 3, and you base your buttons on that. Yeah, I had the same the same idea with Witcher. Witcher, it took me a while to get used to the controls. The fact that the save was the select button, or the menu was the select button, and then it was really, really weird. It took me a while to get used to it, especially the fact that I jumped to The Witcher after I went from Odyssey. So it was a little bit of that, but yeah, all in all, I think it is recommended. It's one of those games where it was a good first game in the series, as far as I can tell. Very reminiscent of Dead Space in a lot of ways. Graphics looked beautiful. Some parts were a little dark, but that's part of the game. Dead Space was like the Aliens movies, basically. And this one is just a good old horror, futuristic, apocalyptic world, which is fun. And it's nice that it's set somewhere where it's not known, usually. It's always set in the States, usually, or it's set, in some random place. This one is really cool because it was set in Moscow, or Russia. Not really Moscow, but in Russia in general. Yeah, so that's it for me for tonight. Thanks to Integer for passing by and chatting it up and watching the stream. And yes, I will get it right. I will get it right. It will be Last Light and not Last Stand. I always thought it was Last Stand for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I will make that adjustment for sure. Yeah, Last Light. I don't know why. Anyways, thank you for passing by. Thank you, CoinOp, for lurking, and hope that your Fortnite game is going well on PS4. Thank you to whoever hosted me, Overrider, Wasteland Ruckus, Psychosis, Angry Gorilla, Mr. Garf 1988. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you passing by. It's always cool to actually get to finish a game. Soccer is a very different beast. Get ready for the last stand. Yes, I will get ready for the last stand. I actually am looking forward to play it. The one thing that I really appreciate in not playing the popular games of the time and playing the games in order, it really makes you appreciate the series a lot more and how it evolved. It's really simple to say, when you play the game when it first comes out, and then you play the sequel when it comes out, and then you can say, yeah, I tweaked this from the first one, blah, blah, blah. But playing them in order, it's like binge watching a movie. It's like there's something about playing the games in order that they came out in and enjoying them. Now, granted, this is not the original game. The original game, there's tweaks that were made to Metro 2033, and also Last Light for the second game. I got the Redux as well, so I'm expecting a bit of the same. But there's something about playing those games, and then I'm going to play Exodus, which is a more recent game, and it just came out. But by the time I get to it, most people will probably be playing something else, because it's not one of those drawn-out games. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone for passing by. Really appreciate your support. So the next time that you will probably see me is I'm going to try maybe to stream tomorrow or Saturday night, in which case I would start the Metro Last Light. And and then my next retro stream, which I'm really hoping to make it this week. I've been really bad with my retro streams on Sundays, is to continue with Police Quest 2. I got screwed the first time around. I screwed up a mission and I couldn't continue in the game, which was a pain in the arse. And I just quit because I was like, screw that. I had to go back like equivalent of like an hour of gameplay just to play. So, but I'm really hoping that I'll be able to stream on Sunday, even if it's a little bit later, because Monday is a holiday here in Canada. So I will be able to stream a little bit longer, and usually that's when I get my biggest audience. It's when I play retro streams. For some reason, a lot of people love Metro 2033, but there's not a lot of people that tune into it. Thanks. I don't know what it is about retro gaming. There's so many people that say, "Oh, this is a great game. This is a great game." There's not a lot of people that watch it, which is surprising because it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. You play it, you watch it for the action, and that's it. It's not like, I find Metro 2033 streams a lot better than The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 you can spend or Fallout, you can spend 3 hours doing absolutely nothing, and not getting anything accomplished. Whereas Metro 2033, you always, even if you're stuck, you actually move forward, right? Even at my worst part, I was only stuck for 45 minutes. Probably the reason I would probably have been able to finish the game in about 10 hours, but I got stuck at the most stupid areas, and I was like, It took a lot for me not to look online for solutions, but I ended up making it. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening. I shall see you again very, very soon. Hope that if I don't see you or speak to you, have a wonderful weekend. CoinOp, have a good one. Integer, have a good one. And I shall see you very, very soon. All right. Date-wise, I think these games, date-wise, are not new enough for Traffic, but not old enough to be retro classic yet, hence the numbers. You're probably right. But there's some games that continually have views. Like, You can play Assassin's Creed all day long. Thanks. You can play Assassin's Creed all day long, and people always tune in. I was averaging, again, I'm not a huge channel, but I was averaging anywhere between 10 and 15 viewers for any of my Assassin's Creed. And I wasn't playing the Assassin. Normally, I did play it relatively when it came out, but it was a few months after. And even now, the numbers are pretty high. Witcher 3 is another one I used to get on a regular basis. Towards the end, a little bit less. At the end, it was a little bit less, but during the middle, I used to get like easy 15, 20 viewers on a channel. And then there's games like this one, and then there's the people that watch me for the game, they follow me, and then they unfollow me once I'm done the game. So it happened. I noticed a big drop in Deus Ex. A lot of people love watching Deus Ex, but the viewers are very locked into that game. The ones that love to play that, they watch people playing that game, and that's it. I got unfollowed for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I got a drop of 10 users, 10 viewers, I think, 10 followers. I got a dip after Odyssey. I got a dip after Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, it just, and then now I'm not a huge channel, but I love it because I got a consistent amount of people that watch the channel. So I have anywhere between 5 to 10 people that are normal. And on retro games, because people will see the retro channel and they'll usually go through, they see the retro moniker. A couple of times I hit 35 or 40 viewers, but that's more of the exception. It happened to be once or twice, and I got rated in those places. And I actually kept the viewers, which was pretty cool. Normally, when you rate somebody, you lose half the viewers, but this wasn't the case now. So yeah. I'm really happy about it, and thank you for everyone. I know I keep rambling. I apologize. Yeah, so the next time I'm going to stream is either tomorrow night or Saturday, which would be Last Light, Metro Last Light. I got it right. And Sunday I will probably be continuing, and I really am trying. I really want to finish it. Police Quest 2, retro game, and then. If I'm able to finish Police Quest 2, after that I want to showcase my RetroPie that I have. So I'm probably going to be playing some retro Atari, ColecoVision, old school games. And if I'm not going to play that, then after Police Quest 2, I'm going to skip 3 because I never really played 3 and I don't really care for 3. I'm going to play Police Quest Open Season. And if after that, because that's the one I remember playing, and then we'll see from there how that goes. But that's the plan for now. So thanks guys, have a good one, and I shall see you soon. Ciao, ciao.